My name's Adam, and I'm an artist out of northern Wisconsin. The last time I checked out the Ambition Mars stroke adjustable tattoo machine, it did not go very well. This machine out of nowhere can go from a very low humming sound to sounding like a frickin' chainsaw. It's just completely unacceptable, and it's embarrassing if you have a client around. Maybe when they send me the upgraded version, I'll make another video, an updated video, exploring that tattoo machine and seeing what they all change with it and if it's any better. I ended up reaching out to Ambition. I told them that the current version of the Ambition Mars tattoo machine sucked. I told them that it sucked and that my machine broke, and then they went on a huge journey, guys, to where they redesigned the entire Ambition Mars tattoo machine, and they came out with this, the Ambition Mars U. Real quick right now, guys, I just want to show you how bad the original version of the Ambition Mars tattoo machine is. I'm going to turn it on for you guys right now. You guys hear that? Holy crap. And then it has so much friction on the inside that it auto shuts itself off so it doesn't start a fire. All right, and then this is comparing it to the new version, the Ambition Mars U. Let's turn it on and hear that. Almost nothing. You kind of hear it without the cartridge. You can't hear anything. Now, comparing the two on the outside, they are both essentially the exact same. The new version actually is just a little bit shinier on the outside. All the major differences on these two tattoo machines are on the inside. So I'm going to do a full unboxing and review of the Ambition Mars tattoo machine, and I'm going to show you guys the differences that they made to the inside of the tattoo machine. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you guys if I think it's worth spending the $185. That's right. This tattoo machine is only $185. Not only did they change the things on the inside of the machine, but they also changed the price, and they lowered the price because I believe it was $200. Let's get into the review. Okay, so first off, so we do not confuse the two Ambition Mars tattoo machines. On the old version of the Ambition Mars tattoo machine, I wrote V1 on the case, and I also wrote V1 on the tattoo machine itself. This is so we do not confuse the two. So we're just gonna set the original Mars tattoo machine off to the side, and we're going to be checking out the Ambition Mars U tattoo machine first. When you buy the Ambition Mars U tattoo machine, it comes in the same case as the original version of the Mars tattoo machine. It is a very nice, very plain and simple case. Opening up the case using the zipper on the side, the first thing we're going to be seeing is a promotional card. This card is basically Ambition asking you guys to make a nice promotional video for them, either on TikTok or on YouTube. And if you make a good positive review, they're going to send you some tattoo needle cartridges. This is very cringe, but I guess they have to do it to try to combat all the bad reviews that they got on the previous Mars tattoo machine. It probably would have been just better for them if they just released this new version of the Mars tattoo machine, but under a different name. Next, we're going to pull out the Mars U tattoo machine, and we're going to notice that it comes in this disposable machine cover. We're going to take the machine out of that cover, and we're going to put the machine off to the side, and we're going to talk about it in just a second. We then have a disposable grip cover inside the package, and I would not suggest anyone use this. It is not sterilized. There is no date or expiration date or anything, or O2 gas, certified sterilization that has happened to this. This is just basically a dirty grip inside of a package. And then up next, we actually have an RCA adapter for this tattoo machine, which is very surprising that at this price point, they would include an RCA adapter. Essentially, having an RCA adapter is nice in case one of your batteries dies, or if you want to run your tattoo machine wired through a wired power supply. It's also nice because you could use any RCA battery out on the market right now with this tattoo machine using this adapter. You get a charger cable with standard USB-N to USB Type-C. This tattoo machine does not come with a charger block, so you're going to have to provide that for yourself. And this tattoo machine comes with a parts bag, and inside that parts bag, you will receive only 2 O-rings. It is not very common for you guys to need anything more than just 2 O-rings. Sometimes your O-rings will wear out under your grip or something. You got to replace them. Those are what those O-rings are for. It still would have been nice to see them add at least a couple screws or something in case you strip them on the body of the machine. On the original Ambition Mars tattoo machine, you receive basically essentially all the same stuff inside the package. The only thing that's different is that you do not receive that disposable grip. And the card they insert on the inside is just advertising. It's not trying to bribe you for a positive review or anything. Okay, now let's actually take a look at the body of the Ambition Mars U tattoo machine. The tattoo machine itself has 6 stroke lengths, the highest stroke length being 4.2 stroke and the lowest shortest stroke length being 2.2 stroke. The battery on the tattoo machine is a 1800 milliamp battery, which can last about 6 hours of use time. It has 3 buttons on the side and a Type-C charger port at the top. The interface on the tattoo machine is very, very simple. Hold the center button to turn your machine on, press the minus button to cycle down through your voltages all the way down to 5 volts, and then holding the plus button or positive button on the tattoo machine will go all the way up to 12 volts. The tattoo machine also has a timer display that runs when your machine is on, and then when you pause your tattoo machine, the timer will stop. And it also features a battery life bar on it so you can see how much battery life you have left. The tattoo machine running without a needle cartridge inside of the tattoo machine is actually very, very quiet. It's so quiet that I actually couldn't even pick it up at all with my microphone. This tattoo machine features a click grip similar to what you would find in an FK Irons tattoo machine, as in when you twist the grip, you can actually feel it clicking. It is a complete unoriginal knockoff of the Bishop Power Wand grip. And in my opinion, the Bishop Power Wand grip is one of the worst grips I've ever used in a tattoo machine. I'd rather see Ambition come out with their own signature look to their grip that they can integrate on all their tattoo machines instead of just knocking off another competitor tattoo machine. Taking off the grip, we expose the motor cover. And here we will find 2 black screws and 1 silver grub screw. It is not highly suggested to take your tattoo machines apart. Most companies, if you take a tattoo machine apart, it will void your warranty. I'm going to show you guys here in this video on how to do it, but I don't suggest you guys do it at home. I do want to state that this tattoo machine does not come with tools, so I had to provide some myself. Taking off the 2 black screws at the top of the motor cover, we will access the drive bar mechanism. Now this mechanism on the stroke adjustable swash plate drive motor works very differently than how a direct drive tattoo machine motor and drive system work. The initial contact from the drive bar is actually off center from the plunger on your tattoo needle cartridge. Pushing the drive bar in on the mechanism actually makes you rely on your tattoo needle cartridge plunger tension to push the drive bar back in. I know what I just said sounded like gibberish, but I promise you guys that it all makes sense. The more you kind of just stare at it and look at it, the more it's going to make sense. Next, we're going to take off the silver grub screw to take off the motor cover and access the swash plate. I can confirm if you pull on your swash plate really hard, you can pop it off in case you need to put a new one on to replace it. This is basically a plate that spins at an off-axis angle, turning spinning sideways momentum into a back and forth, up and down momentum direction. It's a lot more complicated than that, but a lot of you guys know what I'm trying to say. If we take off the battery, we'll actually find 2 screws underneath that as well. Taking off these 2 screws will take off the electronic plate that actually goes to your battery and gives contact from that to the wires that go and lead into the back of your machine motor. Nobody should have to take off this back part of the tattoo machine. I am just doing it because when we get to the old version of the Mars tattoo machine, you will see that it is actually different underneath this plate. Here's the swash plate spinning in case anyone wanted to see it without the motor cover on. All right, now here is actually the original Ambition Mars tattoo machine, not the Mars U. This is the original Mars tattoo machine, and mine is broken and most people's is broken, and we're going to take it apart and I'm going to show you why this version of the tattoo machine sucks so bad that they had to make a new version. Listen to this. This is how my actual Mars machine sounds running. Is clearly broken. It runs until the machine actually self-shuts itself off because there's something on the inside causing friction, making the emergency shut-off happen. Shaking the tattoo machine, I noticed something rattling around on the inside. So I took off the electronic battery connector on the back to expose the motor on the inside. There I found the source to the thing rattling around on the inside. It was actually this black cover that snaps on the back of the tattoo machine motor. The motor is different on the new version of the Mars machine, so you won't have that issue. The swash plate on the original version is just a solid aluminum disc that you cannot pull off to replace or fix. When comparing it to the newer version of the Mars machine, I don't even know how Ambition could have possibly thought that this solid aluminum disc was a good idea. The drive bar mechanism on the original version is also just a complete joke. You can hardly push the drive bar in either direction without it jamming. Once again, the Ambition Mars U vastly improves on this mechanic in every way. So now, what is my final thoughts on the Ambition Mars U tattoo machine? And I think it's important for me to express my thoughts first on Ambition, the company itself. One of these is a Bishop Power Wand. The other one is the Ambition Mars tattoo machine. You could probably tell because you just watched the whole video that this one is, you know, the Ambition machine. But look at the grips, guys. That is not okay. Being a tattoo artist and an artist in general, just stealing from another person like that just pisses me off. Ambition, I am talking to you guys directly right now. It is not worth working this hard. You guys at Ambition, I know you guys work hard. It is not worth working that hard just to steal or piggyback off of somebody that has succeeded in the industry. Start off by making a unique grip where people will see it right away and know it's an Ambition tattoo machine, because this is a first impression, and right now it's not looking so good. And my first impression of your guys' company was the original Ambition Mars tattoo machine, which failed miserably. This tattoo machine broke in the first hour of using it, and when I messaged you guys, you said that other people's machines have been breaking too, and that you guys are working on a new one to fix it, and that you'll send me the new version of the tattoo machine. The problem is you guys just kept selling these broken trash machines. You knew the machines were broken. You guys continue to sell them, and you guys continue to advertise them for at least the next 5 months after releasing. In return, Ambition, you guys have lost my trust forever. Did they fix a lot of the problems with this new version of the Mars machine? Yes. Would I suggest you buy it? No. And I don't even like Bishop.